Good morning, people. Good Sunday. Happy full moon. I think it's tomorrow. Anyway, it depends on when you see this, I guess. But regardless, we're here for the week ahead reading, the week ahead message. And I pulled some cards. I did something new for the week ahead. I pulled a card for what we need to pay attention to. And I used these. I can't remember what they're called, but I know it's from wow, that name disappeared. Doreen Virtue, right? The crazy woman. The woman who turned crazy. We actually have divine timing at the back, so maybe divine timing is at play the next week ahead. What a surprise. What a surprise. But the card that came up, what to pay attention to, is new love. Pay attention to new love. There might be romance in the air. I feel like I said that in another reading not long ago. Was it the weekend reading? Or last week's? It's interesting because I put it on top of the other cards. So it's pointing like this because the first card is the female. So well, it does signify that something new is blossoming this week ahead. And it doesn't have to be only love. It can also be something creative, or it could be something spiritual. It for sure carries this frequency of heart awakening. So your heart chakra is wide open. It wants to be wide open the next week ahead. It wants to be playful, it wants to be sensual, it wants to be happy and creative. Even if this is love, maybe you find love, or maybe this new love comes in through creativity or through spirituality. So you're most definitely being guided to remain open the next week ahead. Not only to new people, but also to new frequencies and energies stirring up inside of you. Yeah. I had this like feeling of, because it's pointing in the direction of the female, being a little, what do you call that? Like I tend to do, like just staring into nothing. Like in a moment where you might be thinking about something completely else. There's something stirring inside of you. Even if it's the female, it could be you, or it could be someone, if you're male watching. It might be a week where your heart recognizes someone or something before your mind does. Also because the next card we have is the clouds. I can't remember what you call that, but the clouds. And then we have the birds, which is all about messages. We are going to talk about the rest of the cards, but there might be a sense of confusion, but then your heart turns it around and recognizes something. So the mind, or the confusion comes from the mind. Yeah, obviously this could also be someone recognizing you. We do have new love, so it could be. Look out for messages this upcoming week, or phone calls, emails, something. Or maybe some of you guys hear someone, no, let me just rephrase that. Maybe some of you guys have a friend telling you that they know someone who likes you, or someone said something positive about you, or something like that. Pay attention to that. Also, I just paid attention to like where the clouds turn into light, there's birds, right? And then the next card is birds. So it's like in a moment where you might not really think about it and maybe be a little bit confused about what's happening. Something shifts and turns, and it feels very unexpected, like thunder and rain Also, it's a week where you should pay attention to synchronicities, intuitive nudges, and just like your... How can I rephrase this so it makes sense? You know, we have this like soft emotional pull inside of us that tells us that like this is different, that this is important. Pay attention to that, because I do feel a lot of you guys are going to realize that you are actually in center, or again, if you are dealing with someone, maybe you are putting someone in center. Sounds weird. Or you're putting your focus on someone, or someone is putting their focus on you. Like you are the main character this week ahead in different ways. Again, it can be romantic, it can also be creativity, creatively, yeah. Yeah, spiritually. But I do feel that it has something to do with love, because again, it's, yeah, if you are in a relationship, maybe your partner is just being more affectionate, or yeah, planning something. It could be good news here. But if you're single, could be new love. Someone is putting all their attention on you. That could be, or again, if you are in a relationship, your partner is putting attention on you. Yeah, now it is a female. For some of you guys, there might be a female that is the key this week ahead. So it could also be a mother, it can be a sister, it can be someone who works somewhere, right? Somewhere important, someone who helps you. If it's not about love. But it could also be about love. We're back at that. So yeah, with the clouds, like I said earlier, there could be moments of confusion, or there could be moments of emotional fogginess. Like things might just seem or feel unclear in the beginning of the week. Uncertain. You might feel unsure, hesitant. Especially, I heard, when it comes to communication and love, which makes sense with these two cards. So maybe someone is not completely clear or about their feelings or intentions with you. Also, if it's linked to something creative in a way. But it's not a negative sign, I do want to point that out. Because again, the positive energy of this turns to... The positive energy, the yellow, turns into the future. Towards the future. And also the new love card is yellow. It kind of feels like this mist, or the fog before clarity. I do want to say Wednesday again. I'm back with my Wednesday. But it does feel like there is something about Wednesday. I don't know why I feel like you guys are tilted. Maybe that's how you will feel on Wednesday, and then the clarity will come. It's so interesting because I did hear, trust that everything will be revealed in divine timing. And that is the card. Trust that everything will be revealed in divine timing. Yeah. Be playful. There's a lot of healing going on in this. You have done a lot of cutting away. But the basic line, is that even a thing I can say? For this week is, again, conversations, messages, clarity, expect important talks, important conversation, important information, maybe with someone new or someone old. Someone important, I heard. Someone who returns. It might seem small on the surface for some of you guys, but it carries a deeper meaning, a deeper activation behind the conversations, or the deep conversations, okay, the information, or you know, again, no matter if it's like talk or if it's writing text messages, emails, something. I did hear ring, so maybe there's some ring. Maybe there's something about a phone call or video chat or something. Just stay open. Should we take some tarot? I think we should take some tarot. I just heard that again. There's something about a small thing or a small conversation or a small moment of someone reaching out or something. It doesn't seem. Oh, that is a lot of healing. It doesn't seem like something important, but it is actually very important. It carries something deeper. So maybe this is also because we had this energy of paying attention to signs. Maybe this is also for you to pay attention to what is actually being said, what is being spoken without being spoken, or what is the message behind the words. There is definitely energy of letting go of indecision and addiction. Or, yeah, a tendency to what? Not taking steps. Maybe some of you guys are going to finally take steps in the direction of something creative because of a conversation or something. Whereas it does feel like there has been a pause, or there has been this energy of like things didn't really go your way, but then something is shifting this week ahead because of a conversation or message, or again, however. Very exciting, isn't it? Okay, what else do we need to pay attention to when it comes to this message or this energy or whatever? Oh, okay. Oh. Well, we do have the Page of Wands, so definitely something about messages, because we need to pay attention to messages when pages arrive. And this is very clear communication. It's very passionate, it's very direct, it's like exciting. With the first two cards we do have the Nine of Wands and the Tower. You might feel like this is like very unexpected, and you might be like, oh wait, you might have your defenses open, defenses up. It's someone who comes towards you who is a little afraid of how things are going to go, or what am I saying? Am I saying the right things? Am I saying the wrong things? But it does feel like very unexpected. It's a little chaotic message. It does feel like it. That's very exciting. Maybe that's why there's confusion, because you're like, what just happened here? What does this actually mean? But I feel it's because that the person coming towards you, or the energy under the message, your conversation, is being carried by someone who has been through a lot, someone who's afraid, someone who's maybe a bit guarded in a way. Maybe someone has experienced a Tower moment, or you have, whatever role you have. But the page being in the future does tell me that it's changing. Maybe someone had an aha moment. What have you been through with this person? I want to ask you, because it does seem like it has been clouds and confusion, and then suddenly something switched or turned. Also, now that the Tower is here, it does mean that things are going to turn 180. Is that how you say that? Like completely turn. It could also be like if it's a completely new person, if it's in love, if you've not been used to someone being so direct. Be careful not to be so defensive if someone tries to actually talk with you, give you love, because again, remember what we spoke about, someone wants to put you first. Is that how you say that? You are in focus, and if you haven't been used to that, you might be a little defensive, but it's actually very sweet. It does feel like a very sweet message, but you might be a little bit the Fool is back. He was a little bit reversed, so something is ready. Is there anything else we need to know? Whoever is reaching out has done their homework, I feel. Kiri is calling. Hey, boy! I'm filming. Say hey to people.
Hi people. Love you people.
Hi people. Okay, 1 hour later. I'm done talking with Kitty. What I was about to say is something about someone who might have their eye on you, watching you. It's not a stalker situation, but someone who's paying attention to you, maybe following you on social media, learning something about you, learning when is the right moment to reach out, studying something. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel I had much more to say with that. I just did that and one card fell, and it's the trust card. Whatever it is, trust. And then I actually wanted to take a card from the Elemental Oracle. So let's see. What is the last energy for the week ahead? Oh, there's a lot of things happening outside suddenly. Outer core. Yeah. Let's just quickly look it up. Be fluent in your thinking. Holding on to old ideas in a rigid way is not beneficial for you. Which makes sense with this. So you're turning the dark thoughts into positive. 222 with that. A nimble mind is a healthy mind. It is never too late to admit you were wrong or to change your mind. I will let that be for you to decide what that means for you or for someone. But that's it. Have a magical week ahead, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.